Athletes from far and wide collide with him here. Both the brave and the battle-tested enter seeking combat. The temptation of fortune, fame, and victory has lured them here, to the lair of the wraith that won't be slain. Welcome to the Miasma Citadel. Who will stand amongst the giants?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday night and we are ready for a fight. Welcome to the Miasma Citadel, and what a show we have for you tonight. My name is Tyler Wolf. I am joined by the one and only Jonah the Mind, and as you can see on the screen right now, the creepy Joey Conway has stepped up to the plate. Jonah, hit us with the tail of the tape.
Well, you know that's what the mind does best here. We've got the miasma against the cause of it all, Mr. Joey Conway. Very creepy, as you mentioned, but also a winner. Standing in at 6'2", going up against the massive 6'9". This is the land of the giants. Nearly 300-pound Zakk Ramses, to Conway's 218, but Conway has the experience factor here. At age 31, he's been in the business a bit longer than Ramses, and that experience is going to show when he takes the win. Tell us about these moves we got to look out for, Tyler.
Well, we saw last week that Ramsey, when he locks in that Dragon Tamer, nobody is getting out of it. But if Conway wants to have a shot this week, if he hits that life changer, he could be cashing in the bounty right here in the Citadel. And I'm gonna ask you right now, we've seen the pre-hype video, and if you haven't, head back to the archive and check it out. Is Joey Conway the cause of it all inside the mind of the miasma?
Joey Conway has set up camp inside Zakk Ramses' brain, all right? He's living in there. He's having a good time. He's creeping and crawling like we know Conway does, and he is going to show us why in a few moments here. When he puts down the miasma, when he puts Ramses in the ground, he's going to show us why all those mind games has paid off. Let's go to the ring. What is the official doing?
If I was that official, I'd be going to get some hand sanitizer immediately after touching him. You don't know where he's been.
You don't need COVID to stay clear of Joey Conway, that's for sure.
It is now time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is his house. Miasma. Zakk Ramses.
Time to take the L, Ramses. That's all it's time for, man. You just get in here. And listen. The mind always wants to put it out there. I am a very unbiased commentator, okay? I call this one right down the middle, Tyler. Something that you need to learn a little bit about. I'm telling you right now, just going off of the facts alone, Conway is walking out victorious.
It would be quite the feather in the cap of Conway if he can come into the Miasma Citadel, home of the Miasma, Zakk Ramses, and pick up this win. A sick smile on Conway's face. Throw it down to referee right now for a ring introduction.
Love that talented official we got.
Following is a singles match set for one fall. It is a 20-minute time limit match. This match can only be decided via pinfall, submission, disqualification, 20-second count out, or knockout. Introducing first. Standing at 6'5" tall, weighing in at 225 pounds, from Sarasota, Florida, the cause of it all, Joey Conway! Put him up, dump him down!
Doesn't need a mic this week, does he?
No, he's ready to take over your spot.
From Detroit, Michigan, standing tall at 6 feet 9 inches, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Miasma, Zakk Ramses!
Overconfidence killed the cat. Just remember that.
I told you this last week, okay? You heard referee run down all the matches. Ramsey's coming out hot here. He's mad. You heard him run down the rules, the 20 count, submissions, TKO. If he keeps doing this, Jonah, you're out of a job. And Ramses is angry. Very different from last week. Maybe the mind games are working.
The mind games. I like what we did there, Tyler. Yes, Conway is in on it. He gets it. Look at this.
Ramses is being reckless off the start here. Oh, but a big boot knocks Conway down. Conway couldn't avoid that one.
Conway's skimmering away there. He knows what to do.
I'll tell you, this is not where he wants to be in the corner. As Ramses with a big clubbing forearm. Oh, and another big boot. Look at the flexibility on Ramses there. And Ramses is settling in. He's in his house right now, and he is feeling comfortable.
As I said last week, this is a home invasion by Joey Conway.
I'll tell you, Joey Conway wishes that he was still inside the mind of Ramsey instead of being inside the squared circle right now, because Ramses is all over him. Beautiful elbow sends Conway to the mat.
Conway's feeling it too, you can tell. Trust me, if you keep hitting something hard enough, it's going to pop back and hit you right in the face, and that's what's going to happen right here with Conway. He's going to explode. And yeah.
Beautiful double underhook suplex there. And this could be over right away. He's got him hooked the legs and Conway just squeaking out. That was a long 2 count right there.
No, it was a perfectly fine 2 count and fast. I thought it was a little bit fast, but Tyler, listen, don't interrupt me. Even with the thought of Conway being pinned, that's not happening.
Well, this is
it's unnatural
territory. You don't see this very often. High risk move for the big man pays off with a double axe handle off the second rope, and he's going back up again. And beautiful shot to the knee, and that's not his domain. Ramses needs to stay on his feet, not off the ropes.
What happens when you go up there like that?
Now, in your mind,
and
Jonah, was that a smart move of Ramses to go up top? Because now his leg is in a world of trouble.
That move that Ramses did off the top there, that decision to go high risk, shows that he doesn't have quite the mind as I do, or quite the mind that Conway does for that matter. And Conway is taking advantage right now, as you just saw, a beautiful kick to the leg, super kick variation that just dropped Ramses. Somebody better say timber right now, because Ramses is going down.
I hate to give the devil its due, but both you and Conway might be onto something here. Conway's all over that leg. He's going to slow it down with a rear chin lock here. Clubbing forearms. Vicious hooks to the face there. And Conway, look at the sick look on his face. He's enjoying every second of that.
It's the face of a winner. And I'm telling you, that's what I was saying. Conway, if you kept hitting Conway down, you keep hitting something over and over again. It's going to pop right back in your face. And Conway has this momentum that really Ramses can't afford to let him have.
Some excellent camera work there, taking you right inside the ring, showing the pain on Ramsey's face as Conway was choking him out there. Back to the knee, drops the big man. And you got to think, how much damage is Ramsey going to be taking? Every week he's issuing an open challenge. We saw it last week with Cooper working on his arm. This week Conway's gone downstairs to the leg.
It's a lot of damage, yeah, and I don't know if Ramses has had time to let that wound heal very much either.
I'll tell you, I've been around Ramses a fair amount. I've never seen him this emotionally charged up before a match, and I'm starting to think that maybe the head games are working in Conway's favor now.
Absolutely so. When you get inside the mind, a lot of people like to say, my mistake, you take the legs out, you take the body out. That's not true. You take the mind out, you take the person out.
Quick kick out there. I said this last week and I stick by it. Ramses reminds me of a Terminator. Every time you get him down, he just rises up and keeps on coming. Conway working over a little modified Garvin stomp you're seeing here. And there's an arm that was worked on last week.
Really, Tyler, shades of Garvin in Conway, wouldn't you say?
I mean, they both seem pretty rugged. Conway can't believe he only got a 1 count on a lackadaisical cover like that. Come on, Conway. If you're coming into the Citadel, you got to bring it.
I will say that Conway's got to be careful. Every kick out that Ramses has done so far has lifted Conway up to his feet, and that's not really okay. You can't let a guy have that much power on you still. After you've been taking out the legs, you got to work something else. Come on, Conway.
Conway's got a front face well locked in there, but a big shot by Ramses breaks that right away. But Conway has done a good job of slowing the pace down right now, working at his style. And Ramses, he's in a lot of pain here. I think that leg is bothering him. You can see him shaking it off right there, and Conway right back to it.
Conway's like a heat-seeking missile here. You're about to witness it. Oh, watch out.
Ramsey coming back. A beautiful tackle by Ramses, and this whole complexion of the match has just changed.
Derailing the missile right there did Ramses, but you got to wonder what that took out from him. Did you see how he leapt for that move? He leapt off his feet, and he landed just as hard as Conway.
I'll tell you what, when you got 6'9", 285 pounds coming at you like a freight train like that, I don't care who you are seeing cobwebs.
Keep in mind, Tyler, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Both men back up to their feet here. Let's see who's going to get the advantage. It looks like Ramsey is getting some momentum going.
Big sledge. Another one.
Ramses is rolling now. Big boot in the corner with that injured leg, though. He's got to be careful.
He does have to be careful. Almost like a face wash there.
Oh, and another big boot to the face. And Ramsey's feeling it. He's got to go for a cover. He's got to stay on him here. He might be making a mistake by not getting on him.
Absolutely making a mistake. That Ramsey make a lot of them here.
Oh, and you can see him limping, but the power of Ramsey's on a huge fall-away slam.
I don't know how smart that was. We're going to see right now, does it get the win? That's all that matters.
He's got him hovered, hooked the leg. 2 count only. Conway showing some good heart there with the kick out. And listen, I'm not going to come out here and say that I'm the biggest fan of Conway. I told you he creeps me out. But you got to give the devil his due. This guy has got some heart, and he's showing it right now.
Tyler, I don't really know why you're not the biggest fan of Conway. I find that to be of bad taste on your end.
Well, I tried to get a pre-match interview with him, and I think he tried to pick my pocket, Jonah, so I'm just staying far away from him. And a big choke slam. That could be it. But the knee gave out. Ramsey's got to get over to him.
Knee did give a look at that.
Conway,
excellent
Ramsey
ring presence.
Can't get there.
Excellent
you said it,
ring
Jonah.
presence.
The ring presence of Conway out to the outside there. He could have just saved the match. Ramses has got to be disheartened at that. But Conway's got to be careful. He does not want to be on the outside of the ring if the big man decides to go out there and chase him down.
I don't know if I agree with that very much, Tyler. We witnessed last week how Corey Cooper took advantage of Ramses headed to the outside. Let's see. Maybe the outside isn't exactly Ramses' playground.
Well, let's see if Conway did his homework last week, because Ramsey's out there, and this is not the mean streets of Detroit. This is the meaner streets of the Citadel, and Ramsey with a mistake, and he hit the post hard there. Charging and again into the post, similar to what we saw with Cooper last week. I guess they call you the mind for a reason here, Jonah. Beautiful
One of the best
drive-by
minds
drop
in
kick.
the business. Those posts are really Ramsey's worst enemy from what I've seen so far.
And look at Ramsey's eyes are rolled to the back of his head here. He could be in trouble.
They're rolled so far back, he's looking at the old Conway camp set up in his head.
Well, remember, in the Citadel, it is a 20 count, so hopefully that will work in the favor here. Nobody wants to see this end in a count out.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not a count out. We need the emphatic victory. That's the only way you really get that bounty.
Ramses just gets back into the ring at the last possible second. Conway can't believe it. And now he's got to be thinking, what do I have to do to put this man away? Both these guys have been throwing their best shots at him. He's got him over in the half crab there. Shades of Lance Storm.
Ooh, just shook him off.
Too much power, too much. Those long legs were too much to hold down. Beautiful soccer kick there by Conway. Flipping senton. Conway's all over him. He's got him for a pin. Ramses gets out. Both these guys are showing signs of attrition here. Who's got it deep in their guts? Who's going to pull through here, mine?
Conway's absolutely going to pull through. You see him. You see what he's been doing. The plan that he's laid out perfectly in this match. Attack the leg. Stay on Ramses. Every burst of offense Ramses has, Conway's there to cut him off.
Conway's going to the top rope here. And if you saw last week, Ramses has the top rope scouted real good after Cooper, and he catches him again. Big forearm shot.
Get out of there, Conway.
Ramses
what are you doing?
He's way up. Huge power bomb by Ramses. He's got him covered. Hook the leg. 1, 2. He got him.
No way.
He's been counted out.
Tyler, you got it.
Ramses.
You got to see where I'm coming from with this. That's 2-0 for Ramses right here. 2 wins, 0 losses to these guys who are coming in. My intel tells me that each week we are going to get a new contestant until somebody beats Zakk Ramses here. I mean, I got to assume that we're going to see someone really vicious.
Well, let's get
Wait
ready.
a minute.
We're going to throw it for a rewind, recap, relive, rewind.
Who is that?
What?
Is that Michael? Michael?
Who's that, Jonah? What? He just took out Ramsey's legs. Who is that?
Michael Mastretta.
Michael Mastretta? What's he doing in the Citadel? And why is he taking out Ramses? Jonah, they call you the mind. I know you know what's up here. What's happening right now?
Michael Mastretta and Zakk Ramses have a history. Ramses actually used to be an enforcer of some type for Mastretta. And look at Mastretta. He's going right after the leg. He cut Ramses down, cut his victory short.
And look at him. He's over
and
with
look
Conway.
at him. He's over with Conway now, yeah.
What is going on here?
Well, I'll tell you what's going on. We're getting a winner next week.
Michael Mastretta is in the Citadel, and Ramsey is livid. He cannot believe it. I'll tell you what, Jonah. You guys got to tune in next week. We're going to find out some more history on Michael Mastretta and Zakk Ramses. Thank you for joining us this week. On behalf of Jonah the Mind, I'm Tyler Wolf, and we will catch you on Monday. We will find out more about Michael Mastretta.
Yes, we will. The Mind is here, and if you want to see Tyler, he's here too. Get back.
Follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Remember, Ramses is rising.